SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information.
Hi, welcome to SBR Foreign Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 16 in the NFL, and we're talking right now with undoubtedly one of our most controversial but most popular handicappers in these videos, Jeff Cadillac from JeffCadillac.com, who had a tough break last week with his loss with Carolina. Jeff, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me, Peter.
Tough one last week, right? You know, Carolina, we had to give you -11 because we have to give you the lines when we shoot the videos. They wound up closing at 10, winning by 10, so they were pushed on the closing line. We had to give you a loss on it.
Well, it was that dummy touchdown at the end by the Jets that didn't even mean anything in the game. And, you know, that's what, you lose by a point, you win by a point. Hey, that's football.
All right. Well, you're 7-19-1 against the spread in our videos this year. How'd you do at Jeff Cadillac this past week?
Well, I did something that I never do, and I should always go with your instinct. I had Baltimore +6 on Monday night, and I was having second thoughts about it, and I changed it. And that's something, you always go with your gut. I looked at the stuff. I said, I like Baltimore. Then I changed it thinking Detroit was going to, really bounce back at home. And you saw what happened, right?
Unbelievable.
But I know, unbelievable is right. And but at least my best bet of the week was Seattle over the Giants.
Oh, nice.
And, they played nicely. And that can be available on Twitter, folks, at Jeff Cadillac 1.
Yeah, always go with your gut. Gut is the best way to handicap these games. All right, New England, Baltimore is the game that you chose this week. Baltimore is a 2.5-point home favorite. Totals 45, and Baltimore, of course, pulled off the Monday night win. Pats lost at Miami. The Pats, though, they just kind of look. They're always in games. They're always pulling out the magic, at least cover at the end. What would you take here? Baltimore -2.5 at home is the line.
Well, I got to tell you something. New England is not playing like the New England of old. I mean, there's definitely, even with Gronkowski in there, New England is basically giving the other team too many chances. They have these, second half comebacks, and you can just do it so many times. And look what happened against Miami. I liked Miami in that game because I felt, New England going down. It's a division rival. Miami's got a lot to lose. They want to get into the playoffs. New England, I'll tell you something. It's not the same team that's been. I mean, since 2008, they're 23-4 straight up, but they're 13-1 against the spread. And that tells you that anything can happen late in the game with New England. And their rush defense, horrible. 31st in the league in rush defense. Pass defense is 18th in the league. I mean, this is a team that's in trouble. I mean, if they weren't in the NFC East, you never know. They might have a harder schedule. They might not be so lucky. They might not be looking at the playoffs. I'll tell you something. New England also, they're 1-6 against the spread on the road this year. That's not like a Belichick team right there. But because New England has such a bad defense against the run, I like Baltimore in this game to run that ball. You're going to see Ray Rice and whoever's back there with him run that ball left, run the ball right. I mean, this is going to be a low-scoring game as usual, but I think Baltimore is going to cover the 2.5-point spread, and I like them at home because they've been winning at home, and they're shooting straight ahead for the playoffs as well.
Okay, sounds good to me. Jeff Cadillac, like in Baltimore, -2.5 to cover against the Pats. Let's get a winner this week, Jeff.
Thank you, Peter.